Greetings and welcome to Let's Play Incest Village 4, The Revenge. Sorry. Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. Well, let's climb this haystack.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Why Alice's Wonderland? Can we climb with this thing?
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
Well... Ta-ta! Oh god. I think I heard about this puzzle. And from what I've gathered, it's bullshit.
It was a rusted piece of iron. Maybe part of a plow or something.
Let's see. Save. Ive Goat Problems. Let's go down. Oh, dead. Okay.
It was a rusted...
Can I use this? Ow.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
Well, okay, that wasn't that hard to figure out. Okay, when you have only like two... I honestly had no idea how to solve this puzzle beforehand. I just heard that people were complaining about it for whatever reason. When you have a screen where you can only use two items, it may be of use to use the second item. I mean, I'm not even good at adventure games and I've solved that. Okay. Oh, that looks interesting here. What do we have here? Buttons.
It was a statue which had fallen from its place on the wall. 5 fingers of stone projected from the back of the carving.
Can I take it?
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
Can you lift it up again?
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand. The 5 fingers on the back of the statue had left their impressions in the fine sand.
In the fine sand.
I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly.
Okay. What do we have here?
The sack contained a fine white powder.
Ooh! Cocaine!
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Aww. Oh wait, if we can use this then on this thing. To make a print of this. Oh, makes sense.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled. The patch of sand where the statue had fallen was covered with a dense sprinkling of plaster.
Okay.
I smoothed the plaster level with the sand. It was my first experience of home improvement.
Take it out.
I smoothed the...
No, take... Does it need water? It does. Ugh.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster.
Now we can take it.
I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Awesome sauce. Well, I guess I need to use it here.
There was a pattern of 5 holes arranged on the wall. They'd been drilled there deliberately.
Deliberately.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Then an opening door between the soft thud and the silence, because, well... So this must have been open before? Or did they not figure out, oh, maybe we need to put the statue here? Because we're idiots. Oh, that looks interesting. Ah, okay. That evening back in Paris. Okay. Is there something? What was open here? Nothing.
I had messages waiting to be played.
Oh.
You have 3 messages.
Sweet.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. Pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk, Nico. That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, fella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slonsha. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carchon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news. There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening.
Ooh.
He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till tomorrow.
Well, she's dead.
My God, Merlin's the killer. I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing, but I couldn't just let her die. I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late.
This looks like I can climb this. Yeah, definitely. What's this?
Just your average modern art retaining wire.
On both sides.
Just your average...
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure if I press the button nothing will happen, but I've pressed it anyways because, well, why not?
A doorbell. The intercom system wasn't working. Bad sign. Somebody had cut the wire. Carchon's front door. There was a fresh scratch on the paint. The kind that's left when someone's picked the lock. If I was right, Imelda was getting a lesson from a mime artist. And it wasn't the old moving staircase routine.
It was another routine.
Locked? No way was I going to break through a door like that.
Oh, put some shoulder in it and you can do it.
I unhooked the first wire.
I wonder why the guy brought his own ladder with him. I mean...
I released the second wire. Even with both wires removed, the statue remained upright.
Maybe I can push it now? Because, yeah.
If I could deconstruct this, I could deconstruct anything.
What? What are you talking about? Yeah, try climbing this with high heels, have fun.
The window had been repaired with industrial plastic sheeting. The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my hands to tear it.
To tear it, we have this.
No.
Okay. This. Ah. Good old shell casing. Hello? I saw these awesome leather jackets. Maybe I shouldn't scream.
My God, I'm too late.
Well,
Imelda. Oh no.
she's still alive.
Nico?
Don't worry, you're going to be all right.
You know that isn't true.
It was Merlin, wasn't it?
Dressed as a cavalier. How absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you?
I must be crazy.
Let me see you, Nico.
All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda?
You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you.
You didn't know my father.
So like him. Something about the eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other.
She was gone.
Rosebud.
She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why?
Because she can.
Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace.
She doesn't really look that beautiful. Sorry to burst
Around
the
her
bubble.
neck was a locket. I opened it. Inside was a tiny gold key. I took the key. I had to leave. I knew I could never return.
I knew I tampered with the evidence and the murder thing. Oh, wait a second. A tiny gold key and I have a tiny gold box. Well, not a gold box, but a box.
In the dim light, a small, sinister look. It was a bug. Oh, chère cousine.
Ah.
You left me a little present. You shouldn't have. You don't scare me. Espèce de...
Okay. Would have flushed it down the toilet. Give the killer something to listen to. Took a piss on it! Sorry for clicking this away. I thought it was just like, oh, there's something in the box. Well...
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect...
Yeah. Nobody cares. I thought this was something I would click away. Sorry.
I took out the key.
Well...
I couldn't believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside. It was a photograph of Imelda. But why here? In my father's box? I felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Carchon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to the ground. Its people butchered. And there, next to them, staring out at me across the years, my own father.
Well, he doesn't look that happy.
There was a letter. I feared there was even worse to come.
Well, let's read the letter.
Hotel St. George, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear. Pierre and the organization do not know who you're really working for, or about us. Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No. They'll just give you a phony job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, a diplomat's wife. So I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die. Imelda, suddenly everything made sense. My father had been working undercover for the government. He was one of the good guys after all. He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret. I decided I would respect that and tell nobody.
Nobody. Aww. Was she really sitting there the whole night?
I knew it was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out, or ask him to go away and come back later. But then... Come in.
How do you...
Hello, George.
What?
So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did it snow?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet running.
And you say Pegram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Some idiot left the phone.
Pegram's gem?
The Templar's gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Why didn't we play this? This looks more interesting than...
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Okay.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull. Between them is a gem supported by a tripod. There's a... But the night through...
Look, what are your plans?
I want to find out... All I've got to go by is the...
Well...
I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobinot at the Kron Museum. And why don't you see if Rosso has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
Why didn't we do this adventure stuff? Would have been awesome. With corpses and...
I so much wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
Yeah, journalistic ethics. Okay, who is Rosso? I have no idea who Rosso... Oh, the police guy, I think. Yeah, let's go to the museum. It's soon going to end here anyways. Let's look at it.
It was a large blue gemstone.
Large blue gemstone. Hello, I would like to put the large blue gemstone into the thing, if possible.
The attendant had an air of self-importance and the kind of steely eyes that never seemed to blink.
Never blink.
A metal rod attached to the wall was connected to the window.
It's getting hot in here, so hot, so take off all your clothes. Oh well, I think we will do this here the next time. End of part 13. How much progress did we make? Oh, 46 already. You're just cruising this game. Stretching.